So I've got this Squier Stagemaster stripped down. All the electronics, switches, everything's off. All the hardware's off, with the exception of the tuning pegs and the tree, and then the locking nut. But I'm not going to be dealing with any of the stuff near the top of the guitar, so I'm just going to leave that as is. My plan is to wet sand the finish on here and bring it back up to a like new mirror finish. The back's in pretty good shape. It just is a bit dull. It's not scratched up. It doesn't have a lot of buckle rash. The front, however, and the sides, I don't know if you can see that right here, it's got some white scratches in it. It's got a big scratch along the side here. It's got some more scratches here. You can see that there. And then a series of scratches along the armrest and down here. So I'm going to start with the back with a little 2000 with some 2000 grit wet, and that should take care of the back. As I said, the back's not in bad shape at all, so that's what I'm going to do. And hey, enjoy the video, guys. It's like watching paint dry. Get a little bit of warm soapy water. I've already cleaned the paint in this area to get rid of all any wax buildup or anything like that. So just adding a little water and soap in order to help the paper glide. I'm not putting a lot of pressure on here. It just kind of glides along. And when you start feeling the paper sticking to the back, just add a little bit more paper, or sorry, a little bit more water, so that continues to glide. And one of the things I'm not going to do is go too crazy in this area here, either on the front or the back, because as you can see, this is a neck through design, and as you look at this in the light, and you probably can't see it in this video, you can see the three sections of wood that make up the laminated neck, and there's slight ridges here. You can see a ridge here, a ridge here, a ridge here, and a ridge here where they're sandwiched together, and you can actually feel that ridge. And if you're too aggressive with the sanding in that area, you will actually just burn through the clear on those ridges, and then you got a real problem. So again, this is the back, and this is just some 2000 grit. I'm not going to go crazy with this. I'll go with 2000 grit, and then I'll probably go up to 3000 on the back here. I've got some micro mesh that goes up to 5000 grit. It just makes the polishing easier, but really you could stop at 2000 with this and be done. So that's the plan. I'll just shut up and continue working here. if you can see that. Still got some low spots, but as you can see, there's a spot here that still needs some work, and that's because this ridge is high and this ridge is high. So rather than use the block, I'm just going to free sand this area. Again, I'm not building up a lot of pressure here. Just enough to scuff it up. Okay, so you may or may not be able to see, here's the ridges I was talking about. You've got 3 pieces of wood sandwiched together, one here, one here, one here. It's part of the neck through design. And you can see where there is a shiny mark here, shiny there, shiny here, and shiny here. So you can actually feel the ridges there. I'm not too concerned. As I said, this is in pretty good shape, but I wanted to get it cleaned up and ready for buffing. So this is pretty good for 2000 grit. There's a little bit more work I need to do around this cavity here. but then I'll progress to 3000 grit, and then I'll probably stop there and polish it off after 3000. But I've got to do the front and the sides, and come back when it's polishing time. Alright, thanks guys.